Hello and good morning grade 5. We are in computer class. This is week 4 lecture 1. Dear students, I hope you have gone through the last lectures of week 3 and completed all assignments. In third week we have discussed about early calculating devices and first generation of computers. Today we are going to discuss second and third generation of computers. But before moving to the next topic, let's recap our previous topic. The first topic which we have discussed in the third week was early calculating devices. The computers we use today are very different from the early devices that were invented for doing calculations. Some of the early calculating devices are abacus, Napier bones, Pascalin, difference engine, analytical engine. The second topic was first generation of computers. The period of first generation was from 1946 to 1959. The computers of first generation used vacuum tubes as the basic components. Mark I was designed by Howard Aiken. The machine was slow and took few seconds per calculation. It was first fully automatic calculator. ENIAC was developed in the year 1946. It was first fully electronic digital computer and originally built to help Army. EDAC was designed in 1949 and slightly faster than the ENIAC. It was first electronic computer that used stored programs. EDVAC was completed in 1948. It had the capacity to hold stored programs as well as data. UNIVAC 1 was developed in the year 1951. It was the first commercially available electronic computer. Okay students, now it's time to start a discussion about questions mentioned in exercise. The question is, what were the limitations of first generation computer? I repeat, what were the limitations of first generation computer? Clues for answer this question are vacuum tubes, small storage, and slow speed. Now move to our today's discussion. So students, in last class we have discussed first generation of computer and its limitations. Today we are going to discuss about second and third generation of computer. Okay, the first one is second generation of computer. The period of second generation was from 1959 to 1965. Some computers of this generation were IBM 1620, IBM 7094, CDC 1604, CDC 3600, UNIVAC 1108. In this generation, transistors were used that were cheaper, consumed less power, more compact in size, more reliable and faster than the first generation. Machines made of vacuum tubes. In this generation, magnetic cores were used as the primary memory and magnetic tape and magnetic disks as secondary storage devices. In this generation, assembly language and high-level programming languages like Fortran, COBOL were used. The main features of second generation are use of transistors, reliable in comparison to first generation computers, smaller size as compared to first generation computers, generated less heat as compared to first generation computers, consumed less electricity as compared to first generation computers, faster than first generation computers, still very costly, AC required, supported machine and assembly languages. Next is third generation. The period of third generation was from 1965 to 1971. Some computers of this generation were IBM 360 series, Honeywell 6000 series, PDP personal data processor. The computers of third generation used integrated circuits in place of transistors. A single IC has many transistors, resistors and capacitors along with the associated circuitry. The IC was invented. This development made computers smaller in size, reliable, and efficient. In this generation, multi-programming operating system were used. High-level languages like Fortran 2, COBOL, Pascal Basic were used during this generation. The last topic of this class is the main features of third generation are: it used integrated circuit, more reliable in comparison to previous two generations, smaller size, generated less heat, faster, lesser maintenance required, costly, IC required, consumed lesser electricity, supported high-level language. That's all for today's class. Let's conclude the topic with a question. Hope you will not find any difficulty to answer this question. Question is: what are the main characteristics of second generation computer? I repeat, what are the main characteristics of second generation computer? Make sure answer this question neatly on your notebooks. See you in next class. Good day.